Ladies and gentlemen, nerds and jocks, trivia buffs, and baseball savants, welcome to Name That Yank, the game show trivia podcast that tests your knowledge and your memory of your favorite baseball team, the New York Yankees. I'm your host, Eddie, aka Mr. Name That Yank, and over the next few rounds, hints, stats, clues, and stories will be given to our contestants to see if they can name that Yank. Points are on the line, bragging rights are at stake, but at the end, only one will be crowned champion. Whether you're listening to us from home, in the car, or at work, play along with us and see if you too can name that Yank. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2 of Name That Yank. I'm super excited for you guys to be here. We have some savants, if you could say, and we have some great speakers. One of the greatest speakers that I know, coming up to the plate to prove that they know their trivia, they know their Yankees, and without further ado, I would like to introduce one of them, a good friend of mine, Mr. Richard Rivera, founder, host of Empire State of Baseball, and there he is, Richard
Wow.
Rivera, newly shaven.
Yeah, cleanly shaved. I mean, this is like a couple hours fresh and like kind of regretting it right now because can't dig the baby face. I don't know what it is. Eddie's got the good beard going on. Mr. Name That Yank. He's got the good beard going on. Like it's solid. It doesn't connect, but it's okay. It works for him. We understand why he hides behind the silhouette 24/7. But look, I'm like 2 hours removed. I already missed the beard. I mean, it's like Yankees facial hair policy circa a couple years ago.
Okay. All right. We're going backwards. I like it. Rich, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell the listeners about Empire State of Baseball and all the great things that you guys do.
Yeah, I'm the co-founder, co-host, and executive producer of Empire State of Baseball. As the executive producer, I'm responsible for a lot of the graphics, visuals, booking, writing. The show that is on Mondays. We're also not just a show on Monday, which is featured two Mets fans, just two Yankee fans, like Subway Series meets the podcast for about an hour at time. We also have an extensive network of shows. Spaces on X, Bronx Take, Queens Boulevard, fulfilling the Yankees and Mets side over on the artist formerly known as Twitter. We have a show called The Clubhouse, hosted by one of our very own friends, a mutual friend of ours, Sierra, on Tuesday nights. And on Thursday nights, we have a Mets show hosted by Keith, Phil from Shirley, Joe Puglisi, who we had on previously, Corey Favs. They host a show called Shape Up on Thursday. So it's a whole network of shows we have under these three letters right here, Empire State of Baseball.
Love it. All great stuff. I'm actually a part of that Monday show where I come on
and
there
Friday.
And Friday I do the Mets version. So a lot like you guys, I have two hats. Name That Yank, Name That Met, and great stuff that you guys do. And without further ado, I'd like to bring up your counterpart, your enemy for the rest of the show. Former St. John's alum.
Ooh.
And co-host of Yankee Savant. Also a good friend of Rich Rivera. So I don't know. Maybe he could choose his friends a little better, but here's Ricky.
Pleasure to be here. Happy to be on, and let's have some fun. I think Rich, I don't think got the memo that they did change the policy. I think he just got that letter like right now.
Yeah,
right after.
I was like Jake Berg last year, who had a full-grown beard with the Rockies and decided to shave. I guess it's the same deal. I just lost the memo. I thought we were going all clean shaven tonight.
I don't hate it. I got to tell you, I don't hate it. I thought I would, but I don't hate it. You look good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. So a quick breakdown of the rules. I'm sorry, Ricky, you want to tell us a little about Yankee Savant and what it is that you do? I'm too excited for this game. I'm trying to.
I'm right there with you. So I helped run a site, or I don't run the site, but I write and host on a podcast, a website called Yankee Savant. It's a Yankee site that dives into the numbers more on certain things. Paul Pagnato runs the site along with John Brophy, who covers the minor leagues down in Tampa. So I've been doing a podcast. I think it's every Sunday we go live on YouTube at 7 or 8 o'clock Eastern. Do a lot of minor league coverage in my background. I was at Pinstripe Prospects for years. I've done Yanks Yard. So I've been covering the Yankees in some way, shape, or form since probably 2012. I think so.
Beautiful.
It's been a while.
Yeah, man. I mean, can't get enough of the Yankees. If you're anything like me and Rich, can't get enough of them.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So let me just get into the rules real quick. I'm sure listeners might already know, but just so we're on the same page, we have a board. This board, we take a look at the categories. The categories are the missing team, trades, 2009 opening day, aces, and New York and Seattle. Right here on the right, the 200 question. This 200 question right here is this one right here is the final Jeopardy question. This 500 question is the daily double. So once you guys find the daily double, which is hidden somewhere on the board, it'll give you opportunity to answer the question, which I will then open up the 500 question. The way that it will work, I will open up one of the easier questions, which I'll read aloud. You guys would have the opportunity to buzz in. Once you do, whoever buzzes in has a chance to answer the question. Answer correctly, you choose the next category in which I open up the buzzers again. Answer incorrectly, I deduct the points, and the other contestant gets the opportunity to steal. They also have the opportunity to not answer the question because then they would be risking the points. Since they weren't the ones that buzzed in, they have the opportunity to not answer. Other than that, it's all pretty simple.
Okay.
Also, I told you guys this before the show. This isn't actually Jeopardy. We're going to answer in the form of naming that yank. All right. I know Joe Puglisi last time, he struggled with that a little bit, but he caught on towards the end of the game. So
yeah, I had to, by the way, folks, I had to ask because my co-host is a moron. So I just wanted to just make sure I get that out of the way.
Hey, he is currently crowned champion of Name That Met.
He is. Right.
Got to give him a little respect. All right. Just give me 1 second. Let me get set up here. And we will be good to go. Okay. Here we are. I'm going to start off with the 2009 opening day roster. Had a brand new look, much like Rich Rivera when he came from Boston left fielder. Buzzers are open. Ricky.
Johnny Damon.
Dang, 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 dang. Well done, brother. Johnny Damon, 100 points on the board for you. And just like that, the board is yours, Ricky. Where are we going?
Let's go Yankees and Mariners for 100.
All right. One of my favorite categories here today. A big lefty who once killed a bird with a pitch. Nice and easy. Buzzers are open. Again, Ricky beating Rich to the buzzer.
Oh, wait. I thought he had control of the board.
No, buzzers open after. Randy Johnson is correct. Rich, give me 1 second. Let me add another 100 points to Ricky. So
wait, yeah, I thought because he selected it. I can still buzz.
So he has buzzers open back up.
Okay.
Because that way Ricky to me, Yankee savant, looks like he would control the board the whole game and you wouldn't get an opportunity. So I had to make it fair and square. Okay. Open up the buzzers after every question is chosen. Ricky, where are we going?
Let's go trades for 100.
All right, let's do it. Acquired Giancarlo Stanton, Jose Devers, Jorge Guzman, and who? Buzzers are open. Rich.
Starlin Castro.
Who's missing?
Starlin Castro.
Well done, brother. Starlin Castro is correct. 100 points on the board, and you're back in it just like that, Rich. Well done.
Let's go to trades 200.
Okay, get a little more serious here. Juan Soto and Trent Grisham. Johnny Brito, Michael King, Drew Thorpe, Randy Vasquez, and who is missing?
I buzzed.
Buzzers are open. Richard Rivera has buzzed in.
Kyle Higashioka.
What do you got for me?
Kyle Higashioka.
Higgy. Kyle Higashioka is correct. And Richard takes the lead. Sorry, Rich. I'll stop using the government name. Sorry, but
well, there's technically two Richards, right?
Ready.
Rick,
that's true.
Rick,
that is
Richard.
true.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we're getting all
Ooh.
confused.
This
Trace for
Richard on
well,
Richard crime is crazy.
Well, there's St. John's and St. John's crime, Richard crime. 300 trades. Let's stick with the column.
Go down the list. I like it.
Yeah,
Ready?
let's do it.
Mhm.
Alex Rodriguez, Joaquin Arias, and who? Oh, Rich is trigger finger Rich today. Who you got for me?
Alfonso Soriano.
I was gutted.
Yeah, me
Well
too.
done, Rich.
I loved him. I absolutely love Soriano.
I loved Soriano.
Of course, like you get Alex Rodriguez, you're like, damn.
But
like that's I mean, arguably the best player in the game at the time. But when you
luckily we got him back. Luckily we got him back. That was a celebratory day for me as well, Rich.
Yep.
Alfonso Soriano puts Rich at 600 to Ricky's 2. Where we going, Rich?
Trades 4.
Trades for 4. All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
James Paxton, Eric Swanson, Dom Thompson, Williams, 3 names, and who? Buzzers are open. 400 isn't so easy, is it? So the Yankees received James Paxton. Oh, Rich, here we go.
I don't feel confident about it, but Justice Sheffield. It's in. Oh, it's correct.
Very nice.
Impressive, bro. Impressive. Nice. I thought that was a really difficult question, and I am impressed.
I didn't know.
Well done, Rich.
Very nice.
I guess let's finish it, right? Trades 5.
Might as well. That's 500 points.
Mm-hmm.
Ready if you are. Gleyber Torres, Rashad Crawford, Adam Warren, and who traded away Chapman? Ricky.
Billy McKinney.
Yeah, bro.
Good.
Billy McKinney is the correct answer, which brings you up to 700 to Rich's 1,000. Well done, bro. Billy McKinney drafted ahead of Aaron Judge.
Yep.
One of the craziest things about
Billy
Fun
fact,
McKinney,
I think I did cover Dom Thompson Williams in the minor leagues back in Staten Island.
Yeah.
That name was a familiar one for some reason.
Was that still Staten Island Yankee days?
Yeah, Staten Island Yankees is only, I think they stopped being that in 2020, 2021. Dom Thompson
yeah.
2010.
Literally just talked about it on
it's pre-Pizza Rats days, but yes.
Yeah. We were talking about the minor league realignment and all that. Yep, recently.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. That's a great pull. Look at that.
Yeah, that was an amazing pull. Ricky, board is yours.
Let's go.
500 doesn't seem to be a problem for Ricky, so where are we going?
That's true. But we're going to keep it. Let's go 2009 opening day 200.
All right. A 14-year career of great defense and attitude where he would bang and yell like Paul. His bald head seemed to get bigger with age. Center fielder opening day. Rich.
Brett Gardner.
Brett Gardner is correct. Was it the big head hint that gave it away, or the
it was actually Paul? The bang and yell like Paul, because I was just trying to think of anybody who was animated, and I was like, I can only really think of one.
No, Brett Gardner, legend for sure.
I'm curious what the deal is with the missing team. We'll do missing team 1.
Okay. All right, missing teams. Basically, I will show you the teams that the player played for and who the player is, and you'll have to guess who the missing team is. Missing teams for 100. There we go. Hideki Matsui. Yankees, Angels, Oakland, and who? Ricky?
Rays.
Yep.
Tampa Bay Rays. Nice and easy.
Yep.
Right? You guys see how that one works?
Mm-hmm.
Ricky?
Let's go Yankees and Mariners for 2.
Yankees and Mariners for 2. I like it. Let's do it. Known Canadian, this pitcher once had an eagle land on his shoulder after it mistook him for its handler. Rich.
Just had him in the previous questions. James Paxton.
James Paxton. correct. He was not the Yank that we were naming. He was a part of the trade
He was
for the
part of
Yank
the
that we were
question.
naming.
Right. Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Justice Sheffield.
James Paxton.
Justice Sheffield.
I remember that moment so vividly, bro. And after doing a little bit of research, like I remember it being like this random event. This eagle just landed on James Paxton. But apparently that eagle was there as a part of the zoo, and it had a handler there. And the handler looked a lot like James Paxton. You know?
So I'm starting to see a theme here. I can see your line of thought. You were like, first question, we're going to answer it with a bird getting killed. And the second, we're going to answer with a bird landing on someone's shoulder. So God only knows what's going to happen to the next animal in 300. So we're gonna see that.
Well, we've got James Paxton twice, and we've got a mention of a bird twice. So we'll see. Maybe there's a third. Where are we going, Rich?
Let's give Aces love. 100 for Aces.
Aces deserve love, man.
They do.
He had a 1.76 ERA through his first 8 postseason starts. He recorded 10-plus wins in 6 seasons of his 7-year career. Buzzers are open. Rich.
I actually kind of hate
Tell
it.
me you got this.
I actually don't know if I do. Masahiro Tanaka?
Final answer? I'm just kidding. That's your answer right there. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Well, I wasn't sure about what, because when you said the 7-year career, I was like,
the correct answer.
I was like, honestly, I don't know if it was that short, that 7-year career. I guess it was. So
it's actually nuts. COVID really did a number on Tanaka. I really wish he could have had a little longer career, not only in baseball but for the Yankees. But you know, he's doing okay. He's a legend in his own rights. Board is yours.
Let's go missing team 2.
Okay, I like this category. CC Sabathia, Yankees, Cleveland, and Richard.
Milwaukee Brewers.
The Milwaukee Brewers is correct. Well done, Rich. 17. More than doubling Ricky right now. Ricky, you doing all right over there, bud?
Doing good. You gotta just find the opening. Find the opening to attack.
No, he likes the 500 questions. He'll catch
That's
up
why, like, I'm trying to build up my stock now because he's just gonna knock out one of these 4 or 5, and it's gonna be a close game once again. So
it will be. I'm excited for that. Where are we going, Rich?
We'll stick with missing team 3.
Let's do it. Nick Swisher, Yankees, Oakland, Cleveland, White Sox, and who? Buzzers are open. Buzzers are closed. I will open up the buzzers one more time. And Rich is in.
Not
only 300. You could afford. You could afford to lose 300 here, Rich.
I don't know if I can, but we'll go Tampa.
Tampa is incorrect.
Damn.
Tampa's incorrect. Now, Ricky, since this is the first time we've gotten an incorrect answer to this game, you got a chance to steal or withhold your answer. You think you want to answer this?
There's not a team that's popping in my head, so I'm gonna pass and be mad I didn't answer it later.
No, that's okay. You guys want to tell me a guess before I show the answer for fun?
No, because these are the 4 teams I think of first. Like when it comes to him, like so I'm not 100%. Angels?
I was gonna go National League and go Braves, but that's the only thing. Nothing came.
Braves is also incorrect. Braves is correct. Sorry, Braves is the answer.
Yeah. I would not have.
Atlanta Braves is the answer.
Damn.
Very short stint with the Braves, but that's okay. Now the board is mine. All right, I'm gonna go with the easiest question on the board. Aces for 200. He stubbornly shooed away his manager when he was about to come pull him out of the game. Nice and easy. 200 points on the board. Rich.
Mike Messina.
There we go. Nice and easy. An infamous Joe Torre and Mussina moment. Well Well done.
He barked at him too. Like that was like
Yeah.
an emphatic.
He
You didn't
said-
need John Boy to guess what he was trying to say. You say, yeah, get
back
back
there.
to the dugout.
Love it.
All right, let's find out what animal's behind 300 Yankee Seattle. Let's find out.
Okay.
It's probably another bird.
You think it's another bird?
Yeah, probably. Where things are
All
going.
right. Let's see. 10 Gold Glove Awards, 7 Golden Glove Awards, and single season hits leader. Ricky.
Ichiro.
Ichiro Suzuki is the correct
no.
answer. Well
I
done.
was gonna say,
Yeah,
couldn't be if we had two birds, we couldn't have a Greg bird, but that would have been even better, but not happened.
I don't like talking much about Greg Bird. Greg Bird and one other guy that I don't think will ever appear on this show.
If the last hit was had a bronze statue that was broken upon reveal, I would have had this like that.
Well, think about this. It's a statue. What do birds and statues? They interact somehow. So maybe birds, I don't know. Let's not disrespect Ichiro like that. Ricky,
Birds, one broken bat.
where are we going?
Let's do Yankees Mariners for 4.
Okay, you like this category, huh? Okay, ready? In a sitcom episode, this famous quote goes, "Who the hell did we trade blank blank for?" The player he was traded for was Ken Phelps. Rich, are you a sitcom guy?
I am a sitcom guy. I'm not sure of the episode, but let's go Tino Martinez.
Tino Martinez is incorrect, Rich.
No, it's not. Oh my God. Oh,
That's 400 points. I got to take away
I have a
giving
second guess
Ricky
too.
the opportunity to take the lead. Ricky, you confident in this one?
I am actually. That's why I was kind of like half mad I didn't buzz in.
Tell me the sitcom first.
The sitcom is Seinfeld.
Okay.
Figured
George
that.
Costanza. His father says,
Yeah,
"Who the
man.
hell?" Jay Buhner.
Jay
That
Buhner
was my second.
is
Yeah, that
correct.
Oh God.
Here we go. Who
That was,
the hell did we trade Jay Buhner for?
For
And he was absolutely correct. It was Ken Phelps.
Damn.
1,500. Ricky
baseball
takes the
people kept
lead.
telling him Ken Phelps. Ken Phelps.
Yep.
Melting here.
1,500. Ricky is taking the lead over Rich, and the board is now his. And I am going to take a guess, and he's going to take the 500 question. Am I right?
Let's finish the category.
Yankees in Seattle, 500. Let's do it. Known for faking a throw to third and then throwing to first in a pickoff attempt, which led to a rule change, making that move a balk. Buzzers are open. Rich.
This one I do feel
I know you like
confident about.
pickoffs.
I do
Here we
feel
go.
confident about this one. Jeff Nelson.
Jeff Nelson, you said?
Yep.
The Jeffy? The
Jeff
Nelly?
Nelson. The Nelly.
Jeff Nelson is correct, Rich.
Hallelujah.
500. Rich takes back the lead. Ooh,
This is gonna be a
nice
bloodbath
back and
here.
forth.
This is gonna be a
Bloodbath.
Wimbledon match here.
I don't know if you two will be friends by the end of this.
Two Johnnies going at it.
It
Two
goes back.
Rickies
It
going
goes
at it.
back to the intramural bowling days that we had.
Yes, it does. It does. Absolutely.
Wow.
Where Ricky was a far better bowler than I was. I was not like the best bowler.
Wait. Hold on. I need to know a little more about this bowling. Give me
Okay.
a second. Tell me, you guys bowled in a league?
So it wasn't really a league. It was like one of those like college. It was the college thing where like people bowled like once a week.
Yes.
I don't really know if
Yeah.
it was a league necessarily.
Right. It
Okay.
wasn't
Who was
like
better?
team
Who
St.
was a
John's.
better bowler?
So I was captain in high school. So it'd be fair to Rich.
See,
Yeah.
it would be nice to know before the show. Captain of the St. John's bowling team.
But it wasn't a
Ricky.
St. John's
It wasn't.
bowling
It
team.
wasn't a
just
bowling
Intramural.
team.
All right, let's not downplay Ricky's game here. All right, Ricky, where are we going? No, that was Rich.
No,
The last
Rich is
correct
going.
answer.
Yes.
Rich,
Missing
what is
team.
yours?
Ooh, you know what? Actually, do I want to play it a little bit safer? Let's play a little safer. We'll go aces 3.
Aces for 300. Okay, ready?
Yep.
All-time postseason wins leader. Nice and easy. Take it.
Andy Pettit.
Andy, 4 T's in his last name, Pettit.
Got a lot of
2,000
teams.
for Rich. I was debating on putting that like higher up, but I feel like the other 2 questions were also easy. Mussina, Tanaka. Where are we going?
Yeah, it was tough. We'll go to missing team, 400.
Okay, let's do it. Let me see something. Okay, so before we go into missing teams for 400, I would like you to know that there are 2 correct answers to this, both equally difficult. Okay?
Okay.
So you can answer either of the 2 missing teams.
Okay.
El Duque, Orlando Hernandez, Yankees, Mets, and who are the 2 missing teams? Or one of the 2? Rich?
The White Sox.
I'll take it. You want to give me the second one?
The Montreal Expos.
Arizona.
What's
White Sox and Arizona.
Well, okay. So, but I do think at one point he was dealt to the Expos, but never actually made his debut.
Never made the roster.
I'll look back at it, but yeah, I felt confident about the White Sox. That's why I went them first.
Okay, well done. 2,400. 900 over Ricky. Let's go, Richard. Rich, where are we going?
Missing team. Let's finish it.
Okay. Jabba Chamberlain. Yankees, Tigers, Cleveland, and Rich.
The Kansas City Royals.
Nothing gets past you.
Wow.
Bud. Nothing gets past you. 500 more. 2,900. We're not really losing much points.
Been trying to get Job over to Empire State of Baseball. Come on, Jabba.
You know what? Jabba would be a great appearance on Empire State of Baseball.
Well,
we got to make that happen.
Look, side rant here. Jabba Chamberlain's made a lot of appearances to a lot of great content creators, a lot of our friends around the Yankees Twitter sphere. Very appreciative of all our supporters, and they do a great job every time they have Jabba. Jabba has not touched down at ESB yet. Jabba, this is straight for you. We want you on ESB, bud. One of these days.
Here we go. We'll make it happen. It's bound to happen. It has to happen. Well done, Rich.
Love Jabba.
Well done. I like to make posts on when we're about to open up a series against a team. I like to make a post on like name a player who played for the Yankees and the team we're about to play against. And Jabba was a hit in the answers under that.
Right. Yeah. Jabba's a favorite.
We go.
Love Jabba. Let's go Aces 4.
Aces for 400. Okay. The former legendary Boston player has the most Cy Young awards out of all players. Rich?
Roger Clemens.
Nice and easy. All right, real quick, before you choose your next category, Ricky, you doing all right over there?
Doing good. He's just quicker to the buzzer. What can you say?
Okay, I want to make sure your buzzer works, so we're going to do a buzzer test real quick, okay? I'm going to reset the buzzer.
Yeah.
Rich, stay away from it, please. Ricky, you're good.
Good.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll get back to it. Where are we going, Rich?
Opening day, 300.
Opening day for 300. 5-time Gold Glove winner who led the league with 39 home runs that year. First base opening day. Ricky?
Mark Teixeira.
Mark T.E.I. Shera.
Glad I got this one. One of my favorites. I went to, so as a kid, I had a lot of Met broadcasting competitions. Never won them, but the Mets gave me a trip to go to batting practice against the Braves. No Mets ever came over to autograph, say hi, whatever. The two people who did became Yankees. Andrew Jones and Mark Teixeira.
Wow.
That's why I was so glad text became.
I love that. You just named 2 Yanks right there. That's what we do out here. Well done.
I like naming Yanks.
Ricky.
I name a lot
Wait,
of them.
hold on. I'm sorry. This old fashioned is getting to me. I think I added your 300, right, Ricky? You were at 15. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where are we going?
Let's go 09 opening day for 5.
Oh, we're skipping the 400 altogether.
Right for 5.
Right for 5.
Here we go.
Okay.
Homered in his first and second at-bat for the Yankees. He was replacing A-Rod, who had hip surgery. Third base, opening day. Ricky. Very confident buzz there. Ricky.
Cody Ransom.
Sorry, say Cody Mother effing Ransom. Well done, Ricky. 2,300. Just a couple more 500 questions, and you're right there.
Yep.
Let's keep it with 09 for 4.
Okay. 09 for 4. 2012 World Series winner who was packaged with Damaso Marte to New York from Pittsburgh. Right field. Ricky.
Xavier Nady.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Xavier Nady. Well done. When I think right field 2009, I don't know why Xavier Nady does not connect there for me. But
because there was a guy out there who was a lot of fun who played right field for the majority of 2009.
The only time I think of Xavier Nady, honestly, is the thing with Dwander Sanchez. The only time I think of Nady.
All right, where are we going, Ricky?
Yep.
So this is the second time this has happened to us. The daily double seems to be the last question. Again.
That's funny.
This is to these people, I swear. You got no other option here, Ricky. Aces for 500. Daily double. Giving you the opportunity to put on 1,000 points here.
You know, let's do it. Let's do 1,000.
Okay. A 2-time Triple Crown winner, this lefty was selected into the Hall of Fame by a Veterans Committee in 1972. 1,000-point worthy question. If I've ever seen one. Buzzers are open and they're closed. I'll open them up for a second time. A 2-time Triple Crown winner. This lefty was selected into the Hall of Fame by a Veterans Committee in 1972. Buzzers will open one final time. You do not lose 1,000 if you get this incorrectly. You only lose 500. But seems to me none of you guys are eager to jump at the question. The answer was actually in the question, believe it or not. And that is Lefty Gomez.
I had a feeling it was a pitcher that was not Whitey Ford, but I was having a hard time trying to figure out which one. And Lefty was in my head. I was like, I don't know. Was he a 2-time Triple Crown winner?
He was.
So I was going down the old pitcher Rolodex too. I was like Rich with Whitey. The name Allie Reynolds was coming to mind for some reason, and I was like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
Yeah, Lefty Gomez, absolute legend. I took a deep dive into Lefty Gomez's career, and he is one of the ones when we talk about historical Yankees. And it's very unfortunate that 1,000 points couldn't have put you over the top, Ricky. But now we come to the point of the game, guys, where we play Final Jeopardy, okay? This is what we're going to do. I need to know whether you guys want to keep it private or not. You can DM me how many points you're willing to put up. Right now, Rich has 3,300. Ricky has 2,700. I will get that. You answer correctly. If you buzz in and the question is yours, if you answer correctly, you get the points that you bet. You answer incorrectly, you lose them as it goes. So DM me how many points you would like to get off of Twitter, if you will. How much you would like to put up to stake.
Okay.
Rich could play it safe. Ricky can't afford to. Okay, I got both your bets. Now, this will work this way. Okay, I'm gonna read. There will be no buzzing. Sorry,
No buzzer, right?
I'm going to read it out. You two will DM me the answer. You get it correct, I add the amount of points you bet on top of it. You get it incorrect, I remove it. We'll see who the final winner is. All right, we're good. You got your thinking caps on. All right, without further ado. On 6/25/2022, the New York Yankees were held down to a combined no-hitter against Houston in Yankee Stadium. The three Houston pitchers being Christian Javier, Hector Neris, and Ryan Presley. Who was the starting pitcher for the Yankees on that day? I will read it one more time. On 6/25/2022, the New York Yankees were held down to a combined no-hitter against Houston in Yankee Stadium. The three Houston pitchers being Christian Javier, Hector Neris, and Ryan Presley. Who was the starting pitcher for the Yankees on that day? Okay, I got Rich's answer. Waiting on Ricky here. Okay. Unfortunately, guys, you're both incorrect. Richard Rivera bet 300 on Jordan Montgomery. Bringing you, Rich, down to 3,000. And Ricky went all in, well, almost all in, with 2,300. Bringing you down to 400 with Luis Severino. The correct answer, guys, is Garrett Cole.
Yeah.
Wow.
Garrett Cole, who is making a start today, or made a start today with the Somerset Patriots. Making Richard Rivera the breakthrough winner with 3,000. Ricky, great game. But
Well played.
I think you got to give
Great game break.
Rich his props.
Mm-hmm.
That was well done. 3,000 points, Rich. I think that might be a record.
There we go.
I think it is. You might have actually tied Joe Puglisi there.
Really? That's hilarious.
So. I think he had 3,000 as well.
You know, it might have to spur the idea of the ESB, showcase of champions one of these days. Have to maybe combine both the Mets and Yankees.
We will do something where we do Mets, Yankees, ESB. You got 2-on-2. We could do a tag team event. I'd love that. Rich, congratulations. Ricky, maybe next time. My DMs are always open. I'd love to have you on again. It takes a lot to just sit in the hot seat, let alone win. So
would love to be on again. I have no ill will to this one. I put up a good fight. I kind of higher told before final I thought I would, so I'll take it.
Hey, that's all we can ask for. You did a great job, Ricky. Thank you for coming on. Thank you both. We'll talk soon. And there you have it, folks. Rich stepped up to the plate, showed everybody that he has what it takes to name that Yank, because he named a whole lot of them with a whopping 3,000 points. And Ricky held his own. If you guys think you could have done better than either of these two, I encourage you to hit me up in the DMs, and I would love to have more and more people on the show. Trivia buffs, baseball nerds, jocks, women, men, I do not judge. Come up here and show me that you have what it takes to name that Yank.